Football isn't just about the glory and the goals. Sometimes it's about the shocking, heart-stopping moments off the pitch that remind us these players are human too. From Ronaldo's Ferrari crash to Messi's close call and Di Maria's family nightmare, these are the real-life dramas that football stars have survived. Buckle up, these stories are as gripping as any match. It's like one of those crazy movie scenes. Cristiano Ronaldo, 3 days after splashing out on his dream ride, a Ferrari, finds his life flipping upside down. Picture this, January 8th, 2009. A regular morning turned anything but. Ronaldo's phone's blowing up with calls from his coach. Manchester United had just faced a tough loss, and an urgent practice session was called. Everyone's wondering, where's Ronaldo? But the guy's nowhere in sight. Why? He'd slept in. Finally waking up to a storm of messages, Ronaldo knows he's got to hustle. He's got just 20 minutes to zoom across the city. Skipping breakfast, probably still in his PJs, Ronaldo heads straight to his garage. He's got a fleet of cars, but only one beast can make this trip in time, that Ferrari. But fate had other plans. Ronaldo, known for his crazy dedication to football, never misses practice. But that day, as he's gunning it in his Ferrari, things go horribly wrong. In a flash, his dream car is a wreck, smashed up beyond belief. It's the kind of crash that makes you wince just hearing about it. The news hits. Ronaldo's Ferrari is toast.
This is Cristiano Ronaldo's £150,000 Ferrari, and it's a write-off.
Fans are losing their minds thinking, is Ronaldo okay? Miraculously, the guy walks away without a scratch. It's unreal, like he's got some sort of guardian angel looking out for him. That crash could have been the end, but Ronaldo, he's made of tougher stuff. From that day, something in Ronaldo changes. He's already a big deal in football, but now he's on a whole new level. He decides to pour everything he's got into the game. It's like he's thinking, I got a second chance, and I'm not wasting it. He trains harder, plays fiercer, and you can see it in every match. Ronaldo's mission is clear. He's not just playing football, he's out to become the greatest of all time. It's like the crash lit a fire in him, and nothing's gonna put it out. Back in 2017, Lionel Messi was gearing up for a mega showdown. Picture this, Barcelona versus Juventus in the Champions League, with Juve leading 3-0 from the first leg. The stakes? Sky high. Messi knew he had to pull off something spectacular or it was curtains for Barca. The whole football world was buzzing about this clash. As Messi sprinted onto the pitch, you could feel the intensity. He was ready for anything, or so he thought. That first half was like a battlefield. Both teams were giving it their all, diving, dodging, sweating it out for every ball. It was more than just a game. It was about legacy, about making it to the semis. But despite their grit, neither team could break the deadlock. It was nail-biting stuff. Then, just as the first half was winding down, Messi went for this high-stakes play. He's all in, eyes on the prize, but then disaster strikes. Messi takes a nasty fall and it looks bad, really bad.
Un central que está pegado a su marca, pero viene el lateral, en este caso, golpe que sufre Messi en el rostro contra el césped.
Fans are holding their breath thinking, no way, not Messi. Turns out, Messi dodged a bullet. The docs later say if he'd landed just a tad differently, that neck injury could have been the end of him. It sends shivers down your spine. Messi inches away from a tragedy. Barcelona may have lost the match, but Messi, he walked away from something much bigger. It's one of those moments that puts things in perspective. Yeah, football's life for these guys. But sometimes it's about more than just winning or losing. That day, Messi's luck was in, and every football fan felt a little bit relieved. It's a reminder that even the greatest players, like Messi, are human after all. They push their limits, take risks, but sometimes the biggest win is just making it off the pitch in one piece. Matías Silva's near-fatal incident in 2017 was a chilling reminder that danger often lurks off the field. Picture this, it's almost July 4th, and Silva, along with his teammates, is buzzing with excitement. They've got a game later, but first, they're planning a quick trip to Lake Tahoe to catch some beach vibes. They're all about getting there early, beating the crowds, and soaking up some sun. The plan? Hit the beach by 6 a.m., chill for a bit, then head back for the game. Sounds like a perfect day, right? But things took a wild turn. So they all pile into the car, cranking up the tunes, ready for a day of fun. When they get to the beach, Silva is like a kid in a candy store. He just can't resist the call of the lake. He dashes towards the water and dives in, not a care in the world. For a moment, it's pure bliss. The sun glinting off the water, Silva slicing through the waves. It's like a scene from a movie, but then, out of nowhere, things go south. Silva starts yelling for help. At first, his mates think he's just messing around, but then he disappears beneath the water. Panic sets in. They sprint into the lake, diving in after him, but by the time they reach Silva, he's out cold. No breathing, no pulse. This is serious. They haul him to the shore and a lifeguard rushes over trying CPR, but nothing's working. It's a race against time. Silva's life hangs in the balance. 2 days later, Silva finally wakes up, totally disoriented. He's been in a coma. Turns out when he jumped into that lake, he didn't realize just how cold the water was. His body went into shock and his heart just stopped. It's a stark reminder of how quickly things can go wrong. Silva was lucky his friends were right there. They didn't just save the day, they saved his life. It's a story that's it's about more than just a close call. It's about friendship, quick thinking, and the unexpected dangers that can come from a simple day at the beach. Neymar's brush with death as a baby in 1992 is a story that's as harrowing as it gets. Picture this. Neymar, just 4 months old, is on a road trip with his parents through the mountains of Brazil, heading to visit some relatives. Then, out of nowhere, a fierce storm hits. It's not just your regular rain shower. This is the kind of storm that blinds you, the kind where you can't see a thing in front of you. In the midst of this chaos, tragedy strikes. Their car gets smashed in an accident. The impact so severe that everyone in the car is hurt. Neymar's dad, despite his own injuries, is frantic, his mind racing with the worst possible thoughts. His first fear? Where's Junior? Neymar had vanished from sight. His dad searches frantically, inside the car, outside, even in the bushes, but Neymar is nowhere to be found. Panic is setting in until they hear a cry. It's Neymar. He's trapped under the driver's seat, covered in blood, his head cut by a shard of glass. Without wasting a second, the family rushes to the hospital. Neymar, still too young to understand what's happening, has just faced a life-or-death situation. His dad, seeing his son injured yet alive, is overwhelmed with relief and gratitude. He knows then that Neymar is truly blessed. This incident left a scar on Neymar, both physically and metaphorically. It's a reminder of how fragile life can be and how quickly everything can change. For Neymar's family, that day was a turning point, a moment that showed them just how precious life is. From then on, Neymar's dad knew his son was meant for something special. And Neymar, he grew up with this incredible survival story, a tale of resilience and a second chance at life. It's these kind of stories, full of drama and emotion, that define us, shaping who we are and what we become. Neymar's miraculous survival as a baby is just one part of his incredible journey to becoming a football legend. Imagine being Angel Di Maria, living with a constant sense of danger looming over you and your family. In early 2021, things took a terrifying turn for him. Picture this scene. Angel and his PSG teammates are kicking off the season with high spirits, ready to prove their critics wrong. They're all set for a big match, and as the game starts, PSG leads 1-0. Everything's looking good, right? But then, in a twist straight out of a movie, the 62nd minute changes everything. Out of the blue, everyone's phones start buzzing like crazy. It's mayhem. Suddenly, in a heart-stopping moment, Angel is rushed out of the arena mid-game. Everyone's thinking, what's going on? Turns out it's every player's worst nightmare. His family is in danger. Here's what went down. Some criminals had been eyeing Angel's place. They knew his schedule, and as soon as they realized he'd be away for the game, they saw their chance and pounced. While Angel's wife and 2 daughters were home, these guys broke in, taking them hostage. Can you imagine the horror? They ransacked the place, swiping anything valuable, including Angel's whopping $600,000 worth of jewelry. Then, like a scene from GTA, they made a clean getaway. And here's the kicker. This wasn't the first time Angel's home was targeted. So after this terrifying incident, he had no choice but to beef up security. It wasn't just about him anymore. His family's safety was on the line. It's a chilling reminder of the dark side of fame. As a football star, your life is constantly in the spotlight, but sometimes that light attracts the wrong kind of attention. For Angel Di Maria, this was more than just a wake-up call. It was a harsh reality check, forcing him to take drastic measures to protect his loved ones. This story goes beyond the glitz and glamour of football. It's about the real, often unseen dangers that come with being a public figure. So, that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, then consider pressing the like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these. Check out our other video that you see now. We will see you next time.